Hey viewers, welcome to the first semi-finals of WCG. I decided to redo the commentary because the original commentary is kinda horrible. I haven't watched the match yet. I just went into the champion selection and then thought, well, this is kinda horrible. I'll do this on my own. So we're watching this from a video, and first we'll discuss the picks and bans a little bit. So first of all, we see the Canadian team on the right side of the screen, and the Polish team on the left side of the screen. Unfortunately, I do know who is going to win, but that's beside the point. First of all, the Nidalee is obviously banned against Hotshot, and then Graves and Cassidin are, I think, just bans because they're really strong. The other picks, I know Zereth and Morgana are considered really strong, so basically that's why they get banned. I think Udyr has the same reason. I don't think they're picks against a certain player, because, well, anyone can pick Udyr and can play Udyr. I don't know who had first pick, by the way. I think that was the Polish team, but not actually sure. Anyway, we'll go into the game. I'll have to find it first, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just fast forwarding through the video. Here we go. Almost in. And there we are. So we are following the Polish team around, apparently. And we're starting off at the Polish team. Oh, the quality is quite bad, but yeah, that's what you get for having streams. No clairvoyance, I think, on the CLG. Oh, the Canadian team. I think it is CLG, but that doesn't really matter what I think. So no clairvoyance on the Canadian team, but there is a clairvoyance on Nunu, I think. Not actually sure. Huh. Yeah, I don't really like this this setup. Well, I cannot control the camera here, so that kinda sucks as well. But normally you would just be able to pull up the stat screen and see from there. So there is not going to be a jungle invade, it seems. We have a jungling Olaf. No, it's not a jungling Olaf, it's top lane Olaf. What am I talking about? And he is just guarding the red. And the rest is at the blue, just trying to prevent it from being stolen. On the enemy team, who's going to jungle there? Oh, okay. Alistar is going to jungle. And Alistar is starting off with the wolves. Some protection going off on the red, or whatever that was. I don't know if that was protection, but at least they are going to get the double golems, meaning that they will start with their AD carry about half a level up from the rest, from the Vayne in this case. And that is already a big disadvantage for Team Canada. I mean, it doesn't seem to be a real big disadvantage because it's like, I don't know, 5-10 seconds difference. It's like 2 minions or 3 minions. And in reality, it is a huge difference. We see wards going down in both of the bushes. That's something new. You didn't used to see that. But nowadays, the supports stay in the bushes and just poke the enemies. But by putting a ward in the other bush, so the one that the other support is hiding in, you can basically harass them instead of them harassing you. And also you can tell when they are getting aggressive and take action against that. Especially if you go for someone like Sona, that is really useful. Because with Sona you can actually poke them while staying in your own part of the lane. So the mid lane consists of Karthus versus TF. Top lane is Olaf versus, I have no clue, I'm assuming Nasus. Is that Nasus? Yeah, I'm assuming so. Yeah, I think so. Bottom lane is Vayne Soraka versus Tristana and Nunu. Tristana and Nunu, yeah, they're really, really heavy on the harassment. Jungler coming in to attempt to gank here on TF already. But I guess, yeah, you have to gank a lot with the Mad Cow. Because he has so much CC. And you can use that early game to get some relatively easy kills. Or ganks. Whatever, because at this point, yeah, obviously we have 0-0, so no successful ganks yet. Yeah, the gold is really hard to see. It's 4.7 versus 5.2, so Canada obviously doing a better job at last hitting. Because that's all that counts at this moment. But yeah, the oh, that's actually Hotshot. Okay, Hotshot pushing the lane a little bit too much, so Olaf. And yeah, obviously Canada is the huge favorite in this match. There's not even a doubt. So I wonder if they will actually be able to pull it off, because lately the tournaments have been, yeah, not so good for CLG. So, and since this is either mostly CLG or completely CLG, I don't know the exact team setup that they have nowadays, but it's either really close or it is actually CLG. Oh, we have some nice lag going on this stream. Remember, I'm not casting from the stream. Oh, that was excellent. Yeah, that was the stream just restarting. Oh wow, Hotshot actually getting a kill out of the gank, and it's such a shame that we could only see it half. But yeah, I'm afraid they're not going to release the replay files on this one. First of all, because they probably don't have the replay files, but second, because, well, the CLG, or WCG, sorry, is just not that well organized. I really hate the way they organize things. If you go to this WCG website, there's really nothing you can see from what's when, or where to find the videos, or whatever. It is just really, really poorly constructed. The whole tournament nowadays is basically a joke. It used to be really good, but yeah, it no longer is. Ness is just running into Gangplank, but Gangplank not actually doing anything with that. He was just waiting for to be able to gank, but it didn't work out. And Nessus is now a little bit cautious of someone that might be there. Don't know what he's doing with these spirit blah blahs. I forgot what they're called. The big run thingy on the ground. It is just yeah, he missed the second one there, and wow, another kill going off for CLG. And this time the support taken down. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, that was Nunu. It's really strange to see Nunu as a laner or as support, and then seeing Alistar as the jungler. But I guess it works. Sure, why not? So we have yeah, we have the jungler kind of trying to get a gank off in mid lane, but Kurt has pushed his lane a little bit too much for that to work. Also, there are some wards out for both teams, of course, and since I cannot see which is which, yeah, I'm not going to even try to say whether or not he saw the Alistar running in there, because truly I have no idea. So the jungler just holding top lane for a while for Canada, and now Olaf coming back in lane and going to clear up the minions. In the meantime, they are picking up the dragon here, but the enemy team did see that. So Poland is trying to take up the and actually gets the dragon before anyone can get near them. That was a really nice nice job, because nobody's dead. So that was risky, but it did work out, because apparently Canada not paying enough attention or didn't have the right spots awarded. It seems that they didn't have the right spots awarded. They didn't. They only had a ward in the little bush near the dragon, but no actual vision on dragon. So that's a huge boost. That means that the gold is now only 1.4k difference. And yeah, that comes from 2.4k. So that is a big boon for them. In the meantime, they are trying to get Hotshot once again. Hotshot, who is overextending like always. He tries to get the minions before they reach the turret, and he does that a lot of solo queue. But I didn't think he would do that kind of a let's call it a stupid thing in this kind of a match. Because if you do that, you overextend so much that if the jungler comes in, you mostly get killed. Of course, he is Olaf, and Olaf just doesn't die. He only gets killed, he doesn't get killed. So in the meantime, Big Fat GG in the middle, trying to just push the lane into the turret, so that Karthus has a little more trouble picking up all of the minions, because Karthus of course has no trouble picking up minions normally, because he can just use the Defile and the Lay Waste to blast away all of the minions at the same time. And by this time it doesn't matter whether or not you push the lane, because you're going to push it into the tower will either pick it up or the enemy champion will pick it up, and both enemy champions will by now have enough mana to pick up the entire minion wave in a few seconds. So by pushing the lane, you make it a little bit harder on them to do that. Another gank going off here from Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate actually picking up another kill on Nunu here, and pushing the lane immediately with his Q, heading down all of the minions. Apparently has quite a bit of AP gathered already. Oh, a nice flash there from the odd one. That was an excellent flash, but they are going to lose the turret. But they're going to pick up the bottom turret, so I guess it's a trade, bottom turret for top turret, for both teams, and I think both teams will be happy with that. Although the Canadian team, of course, was having the initiative and basically lost top turret, while the Polish team already lost bottom turret and decided to, instead of defending the bottom turret, decided to go for a revenge kill on a turret, which is just as good, obviously. So the wall of pain going down did catch the gangplank, but didn't result in any damage, so apparently no problem. So far, score 1-3. Only Hotshot getting killed once, and I wonder why I missed that, or I might have just forgotten about it. And yeah, Twisted Fate engaged two of the kills on the other side, with Olaf, of course, picking off one kill while he was being ganked. And there we go, another gank going off here, but this time Twisted Fate is the target, not the one initiating it. And he is going to get killed by the ultimate of Karthus. Olaf really overextending there. I don't know what he was trying to do, because Twisted Fate was already dead and he was alone against 3 champions, and even Olaf cannot pull that off. So they just gave away an extra kill. Obviously the first kill, yeah, that was just good play. That was a nice gank. although the stun from Twisted Fate went off, it still was a very nice headbutt pulverize from the jungler. And that resulted in that kill. Obviously the Karthus ultimate had a lot to do with that, because without it they wouldn't have gotten the kill. But I guess that's what you design your team around. You design your team to have enough damage, not just for the kill, but not for the kill, but to get people low enough so that Karthus can actually pick them off. So you don't need the really high damage champions. You can go for a little bit lower damage, and you can use the Karthus ultimate to pick the people off in team fights. But therefore you see the two very tanky champions on this team. Well, three actually. It's Nasus, Nunu and Alistar are really tanky, and they only have 2 damage dealers. But that's because, well, wherever you are on the map as Karthus, you can deal damage as well to a fight. And yeah, level 1 ultimate isn't that strong, but level 3 ultimate is definitely very strong. And although they saw the ward in the bush, they decide not to pick it off. They decide to go just for the dragon immediately. And nothing Canada can do, apparently. Even though, yeah, why not? Hotshot GG getting the turret here, or almost getting the turret. Yeah, the teleport coming in just in time. And they lose another dragon. That is the 2nd dragon, and now the gold is actually equal. Even though they were way ahead, the gold is now equal, and yeah, they're going to pick up this kill on Olaf. Oh yeah, Ness is backing off too quickly. Well, I guess Olaf used his ultimate there, therefore could not be slowed, and actually survived that fight. But yeah, that was really close. That was nicely done by Nasus, almost getting the kill there. Or, well, an assist of the kill at least. And in the meantime, well, he can just farm here. Just push the next turret. Of course, he's not going to run in there, because he knows they will be expecting that, and they will actually come gank him if he does. Because if you run in between the 1st and the 2nd turret, you're exposing yourself to 2 new gank paths, and your escape route is much longer. So therefore you should always take care that you don't destroy the 1st turret too quickly, because once you do, there is nothing that kills the minions, and you want to prevent your opponents from farming, but that means that yeah, the minions should be killed by the turret. Of course, the turret gives you a lot of gold as a team, so you want to pick out the turrets at the right moment. But if you do it too quickly, you basically, well, you don't give the enemies the disadvantage you're trying to give them. You're giving them the advantage of having a longer gank path, making it harder for yourself to actually farm. So Poland again warding up the dragon quite nicely, but yeah, since they have both of the previous dragon, they know exactly when it spawns. So the 2nd it spawns, and they should be able to prevent the Canadian team from getting it the 3rd time, because, well, they are ahead in, oh, they're not ahead in gold yet, but yeah, they are keeping up, because Canada keeps losing the dragons, and I'm not really sure why. I mean, they probably have the same strength as the Polish team, only, well, they have lower HP values, so I guess that would be the problem. But I'm not sure if Hotshot actually has teleports, because no, he has Flash Ghost, and that might be why they're losing this game, because they're lacking the teleport skill on Hotshot, so that he cannot help out on Dragon. So Dragon is 4v5 all the time, and one of their main damage dealers is yeah, is always top and cannot help out with the fight at Dragon, and that sucks. So this Nasus, yeah, he does have the teleport, and he apparently has enough of CC to keep Hotshot at bay. I would assume that Hotshot would be able to go a lot more aggressive on him. But yeah, his Q obviously hurts by now. But yeah, since it's all physical damage, you should be able to just buy some armor and get over that. But yeah, the sheen already on Nasus, which means that, well, already, I guess we're pretty far into the game at the moment. But the sheen actually doing a whole lot of damage now. Meaning that it's almost impossible to prevent him from farming, but also it's almost impossible to harass him if you're Olaf. Because all you can do is throw your axe at him, and that's about it. Then you have to run out, because if you come too close, then he will Q you. And yeah, with the Q having a cooldown of like 3 seconds, yeah, it's not a real fun place to be. But then again, Olaf should have a pretty good lifesteal thing going on. So he should be able to do a lot of damage to Nasus anyway. But with the slow, Nasus can mostly get out unless, well, Hotshot would use the ultimate. But yeah, you can only use the ultimate once every so often. Oh, taking out the ward, that's a blue, and they are going to lose the blue now because it's 5v4. Olaf coming down, it seems, but well, with the graphics being this low, it is really hard to see what's going on. It is unfortunately the best video I could find. But it might be, there might be a better video at some point, but I'm afraid not for the moment. Oh my god, the video quality just dropped down a few notches. Ah, that's incredible. I thought that downloading the video would at least give me a chance to cast something useful. And yeah, CLG getting totally owned here. There was a 3-for-1 trade once again for the Polish team, who are by now, well, not so much ahead in gold. I mean, they are ahead in gold, but that's only 1.2k, even though they have 2 dragons already. This is going to be their 3rd. It is just that they have so much more HP. And yeah, only have 2 real damage dealers, but apparently it is enough. And wow, Big Fat GG going really aggressive here, but it didn't actually work out. He was probably trying to steal dragon, but was already too late, and yeah, then almost got caught, but the Polish team didn't chase because, well, they were smarter than that. Obviously, they didn't know where the opponents were and decided to just back out and, well, take their victory. They might lose the middle turret here, but the middle turret has been low on HP for quite a while, so it's not too big a deal if they lose that, and they did lose it. Yeah, of course that does give the Canadian team a lot of gold again, and with that extra gold, yeah, it's not enough to actually come back, but it does put them at about the same rate. I mean, there's like 1k gold difference, which is like 3% of the total gold. So they're going to try to steal some buffs here, but blue buff already gone. And yeah, that's the only way they can come back, either by doing Baron, but yeah, that's really hard to do if you're losing all the team fights, or by stealing all the buffs consistently, because the buffs really give you a huge advantage. And that advantage can actually be used to turn this match around, but I'm afraid yeah, I'm afraid that's not going to happen anytime soon. So yeah, I'm wondering just what the strategy on CLG side is. Unfortunately, we cannot hear their own team speak. That would be awesome if we could hear that, but yeah, unfortunately that is not the case. So I am going to try to get you guys a better video on this. Maybe even put the same commentary over that video. But I'm not sure how to do that yet, and we will have to see. Because I don't know if there's going to be a better video than this. Obviously I would have to edit it because I skipped forward in the beginning. And normally you don't see that in videos. So anyway, Polish team going for Baron here. There is a ward, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, they took it out instantly. And Hotshot's now going to try to steal it, but it's not going to be successful. He's going to be kept at bay. Wow, the jungler coming in to try to smite it, but he was just a fraction too early. The Polish team stopping with the attack on Baron. Really smart play. Because if you stop with the attack on Baron, there's no way this one jungler can actually steal it from you. And they killed the jungler and then went back. Oh, they killed two of them. And then went back to killing Baron. Got an easy Baron that way and 2 kills. And although the 2 kills would have been worth the stealing of Baron, it definitely didn't work out this way. So, wow, that's a lot of damage. And there you see the problem with this team. The TF, although he does have some really nice damage, just cannot stand up to the poke that this enemy team brings. I mean, they almost it took like 60% of his health. And yeah, he couldn't even get in range. He couldn't land any cards. And that's also why APTF is more based on luck than anything else. And wow, a Magi Soul Stealer on Karthus there. Wow, that is really BM in my opinion. Because although it works, but it's really like, yeah, we've got this. I'm not going to die to you guys. Well, he's 5-0, so he is right. Oh, on Karthus. Yeah, that is really, really bad mannered. I'm really sorry to say, but yeah, as I said, it does work. It does give you a load of AP, but yeah, it is kind of an insult to Team Canada that their squishy character isn't really afraid of dying. And I wonder how many stacks he has, because, well, I cannot see that obviously, and I have to click on Karthus, and then hopefully it is somewhere there. Oh my god, every time the action heats up, the stream just completely, yeah, goes this, like 120 pixels. I don't know, this is just horrible. And now the action cools down a bit and we go down to 480 or something like that. I don't know what the actual quality on this video is, but it is definitely not as good as I had hoped for. Anyway, yeah, just the Polish team just dominating this game. They now have 40k golds, where Canada has 35k, so now it's actually a significant amount more. It's 17% or something more. And that is a big deal. I mean, yeah, before when they were ahead it was like 1k, but now it's 5k, and yeah, that's 5k gold is a huge difference, obviously. And they also have the Baron buff, and they have, well, they have everything going for them. So once again, Team Blue is going to win this this match. And I'm not saying it's because they have an overpowered, or well, an asymmetrical map, but It is starting to look like that. It's also because, well, they just got outplayed. I mean, Team Canada definitely made some big mistakes here. Giving away the first dragon while they were ahead. They were pretty far ahead in kills, and I didn't really get the finesses of this game, and I don't want to go back into the game unless I have a better quality video, because yeah, really it is just that this is the only one available, but otherwise I wouldn't watch this this crap anyway, because this is really horrible. As you can see, the action heats up, all of the particles hitting the screen, and the stream just completely whiffs on showing me anything. But I would like to see something like, did bottom lane maybe go by, so for Poland, and then the Canadian side forgot to buy, so they were kind of, yeah, the one team spent their gold and got some extra attack damage and the other team didn't, or something like that? Or is it just that the one team has the teleport and the other one doesn't? Because the teleport is huge. I think that is a big deal in why they lost this game. And it might be the only reason they lost this game, because Hotshot GG couldn't do anything in the team fights. And they're going to get their 5th dragon, or 4th, I think it's the 5th. And yeah, really quick dragon. There's nothing the enemy team can do about it. They couldn't even reach the dragon in time if they wanted to. But they are going to push out a little bit. Obviously, there are no wards at Baron for the moment, but I'm pretty sure there will be in a second, or in a minute, because it will come up at some point, and that is when all the wards will be there. But with the oracles on both teams, there's not a whole lot of sense in placing wards you actually have to buy. I mean, this one was a Wriggles ward, so it's kind of obvious to put that one. But yeah, they're going to lose these wards anyway. So yeah, Nunu already placing the wards at Baron, well, around Baron, trying to get some vision on when the enemy team will start doing that. And Curtis is now going to steal the blue buff. So yeah, that is also, it's big. I mean, the blue buff gives you a lot of cooldown reduction, a lot of mana, and although the mana isn't really required anymore, it is still really useful to have. So yeah, what are we going to do? We are apparently going to ward up even more. The wall of pain there, by the way, not only limits the movement from the enemy team, but also provides vision in the bush where he planted it, because he wanted to plant a ward there. And as you can see, there goes another ward. And I think Ness has even got a Q stack out of that. At least that's what the animation looked like, for as far as we could see the animation. Wow, the wall of pain going down, reducing every or reducing the magic resist, and yeah, that was just huge. Picking up another kill there. Oh wow, another assist for yeah, well, this was just 2 assists and a kill for the Magi Soul Stealer there. So that's another 4 stacks, and that is huge. That is just huge. Eventually going to kill these turrets and be done. So it's not even going to come to a next Baron, it's just finished. So Canada totally outplayed, and yeah, not a whole lot more to say about that. I hope we get a score screen after this one, but I'm not actually sure we will. No, it doesn't seem. Yeah, there we go. Blue team wins. Well, we kinda saw that. Moved your mouse, dude. Let me try to... Yeah, the video only lasts for 2 more seconds, so... I'm going to try to get a clear shot of everything. There we go. Oh my god. Now, well, we cannot see a couple of these items, but that's not a problem. So Kurt's going 10-1 in the end. Definitely using the Soul Stealer to good effect. 13k gold. That is a huge amount compared to, well, what the enemy team had, and I mean, comparing that to his laning opponent, who did have more minions, because obviously Twisted Fate can clear up whole minion waves, who only has 10k gold. Yeah, they started off so well, the Canadian team, but yeah, as I said, I already knew who was going to win. And there you go with all the items. Yeah, Canada invested a lot in extra health. Warmox armor, 2 Doran's rings here. This one doesn't have anything, so Vayne. But yeah, Vayne only getting killed 2 times. But yeah, I couldn't get a whole lot going because she was squishy, so. And obviously Soraka, yeah, she doesn't have a lot of choice. With only 6k gold, there's not a whole lot you can do. Nunu, yeah, he has 7k gold, which is not a whole lot better, but that's only because of the extra dragons and Baron. Yeah, what are the big ones? I mean, Tristana just could stand there and kill everyone all day because they had Alistar blocking everything. They had Nunu slowing them down if they wanted to go for Tristana, and they had Nasus slowing people down and also scaring people because his Q is so good. So all in all, yeah, I think they won because this top team actually just had more HP and better CC. I mean, the amount of slows here are incredible. Tristana has a slow, Nunu has a slow, and Nasus has a slow, and then Alistar has the headbutt and pulverize. Oh, and Karts has a slow, so everyone has a slow. And on the enemy team, yeah, Soraka doesn't have anything. I think Soraka nowadays is just not good enough anymore. She only has a silence, which can be good, but yeah, she's mainly a healer. And yeah, since Sona wasn't banned in the beginning, I don't know why they didn't go for Sona. Sona would have been so much better. She has about an equal heal. She doesn't have the huge armor buff though, but she gives attack damage multipliers as well as AP multipliers. Well, extra AP, extra attack damage. And she does have speed boost, so yeah, plus a slow and damage reduction, kind of like the exhaust. And yeah, all in all, I think that would have been a better pick, and especially the ultimate from Sona could have won them a dragon fight, which means that if they won a dragon fight and could have taken dragon, yeah, that would have been huge, because at the dragon fights the Sona ultimate would have been awesome to have. Yeah, for the rest, Vayne is obviously a really good pick. Twisted Fate, yeah, I don't like the AP Twisted Fate because he's too reliant on the skill shots with his Q. Gangplank, obviously the best jungler out there, and Olaf is a really good choice. Even against the Nasus, I think he should be able to win that. And he did. I mean, he has 50 more minions, but he should have taken teleport. Flash Ghost is just not cutting it at the moment, because that's, in my opinion, that's why they lost the dragon fights. And because of the dragon fights, they lost the match in the end. Well, the Polish team could keep up with them in the early game because of the dragons. And yeah, I'm not sure if it would have been a difference if they had Sona here, or if they had a higher HP mid, for example, because Gangplank obviously and Olaf are pretty hard to kill, but Olaf was never there, so yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, the enemy team, yeah, you can see all of the items are just better. And that Fire Grasp, yeah, I guess Vayne just couldn't keep up with the Tristana. Tristana having way more minions. I mean, that's 40 more minions. That is a big deal. Plus all of the other crap, of course. 3 kills versus 2 kills. Yeah, that's about equal. Tristana does have a good escape, therefore 0 deaths against 2 deaths here. I mean, the tumble is just not a good escape. Because the tumble with the ultimate is a good escape, but yeah, don't know. 5 flashes, by the way, and no cleanse. So we only see 1 cleanse here. Maybe, no, Olaf's probably done. Oh, no, he had Flash Ghost, so. So in the end, yeah, you saw the video. They lost, and we are going on to game number 2 now, which hopefully has a better quality. But I guess that is not the case, but we will see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.